Good morning, man. What's the deal? Welcome to Stand on the Media. Salute to the Stand on the Media family out there. Salute. Happy Wednesday to everybody, man. Hope everybody's having a great day and an even better week. If you're new to my channel, much appreciated. Do me a favor, though. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, like this video, leave a comment in this video. Please share this video. Hit that notification bell. You will be notified when I drop these videos. So, look, man, we're going to get really right to it, but really quick. I want to cover a couple of things before I do. Every video that I put out until I get everything situated, I'm going to put it in there. I'm not going to explain in detail every single time. So any video prior to this, if you really want to hear the detailed stuff outside from this video, anyone previous from here back, you'll get the gist of it. Well, let me get to what the video is. Salute to Delray Richardson from Straight Game TV. Salute to Delray Richardson from Straight Game TV. I put a link to his channel in the description of this video. His title reads, Reggie the Rat Wright Jr. knew who shot 2Pac right after, told his dad, then lied on bond first. And that was something that I paid attention to a while ago, but my voice wasn't big enough to really make noise about it. So Delray Richardson caught on to that, and I think a few others, but it just really hasn't been a magnifying glass on that. Like, we're talking about police officers. How do you misrepresent the chain of events as blatant as that? Like, you on one instance, you say you knew right away. You talked about it right after. You knew who did it. Then you say 2-3 days later, you found out. Then you say you got it from Suge. Then you heard it. Police officers don't operate like that. Period. They don't. So obviously there's a cover up here. And when you put a magnifying glass on this shit, it blows your mind. Hence, this is another reason. Unfortunately, I got to get out of this content space, man. I can't. It's just, this be the type of content that really messes. It pulls on them strings, man. Rest in peace to Tupac Shakur. Rest in peace to Biggie Small. Two accomplished artists who did not need to lose their lives, and they lost their lives for nothing. Over greed and envy and hate and all of that baked in one cake. They lost their lives. Innocent lives just taken from us because of a whole lot of greed and a lot of devilish energy. So we're going to react to that. I'm going to take the last 3 minutes that I have to really just go in a little more detail. And then, like I said, after that, man, you just have to go back and watch my intro to see why I'm doing what I'm doing. So anybody out there that's inspiring to do any type of podcasting, content creation, period, reactions, whatever, right? Whatever you're trying to do. I'm not giving this stuff away, man. This stuff is, I got a lot of valuable stuff, but I have everything you need from A to Z to start your journey in this content creation space. And I'm going to give it to you for the low. I'm not just going to give it away, but practically I'm giving it away because you're not going to get all the stuff that I have, for the price that I'm going to go ahead and give it and get rid of it for. So, before I left Washington State, I was already feeling that way. Every time I would do a video on something that I just knew was just flat out wrong, and it was, just treacherous. It pulled at me. It just kept pulling on me. It gnaws on me. You know what I mean? A lot. When you, like I said in my previous video, it's stuff where when you know, and you can't unknow what you know. And a lot of stuff I know now. You know what I mean? Sometimes I wish I didn't. To do this content thing, man, you damn near have to be you damn near can't have a conscience. especially if you want to make money. I'm gonna give you a good example of that. Compton Rick Rock. Salute to Compton Rick Rock at Compton Rick Rock TV. Go check his channel out if you haven't already. Really good content creator, man. He does it the way you're supposed to do it. I'm gonna keep it real. He does it the way you're supposed to do it. Whether if it's my style or not, it doesn't matter. That's the way it's supposed to be done. He don't give a damn. He just gonna do the content. You know what I'm saying? He's not going to get too baked into it. He's not going to put his feelings too much into it. He's just going to do the content. The content is content. It's a way to make money. It's a way to make ends meet. And I get that, and I respect that. You know what I'm saying? I wish I could be that. I thought I could morph into that, but I can't. I can't just sit here and just focus on just making money and doing this content. I can't. I just can't do it. It's not in me. You know what I mean? And I thought when I got to Cali, it would be a little different, you know what I mean? Because I got more resources, more people I can actually tap in with. And I feel like I can really come in there and change some things. But the truth of the matter is, man, you have to, in order to have the type of success that you would need or want, you have to give up something. That comes with a price. It comes with a price. And that price, man, has just been too high, way too high for me. Especially when I'm sitting around and I'm thinking about this shit and it's really gnawing at me. You know what I'm saying? So not to get all sentimental about it again. You know what I'm saying? It just, when I got since I've been here, it's really been screaming at me. And that amongst of other things, I got stuff that's going on outside of content too, that's gnawing at me, but that's not the denominating factor why I'm deciding to step away from doing content and just moving away from it, period. You know what I mean? It's working on the ego. And I really, man, I appreciate everybody that watches my videos, the people who support me, man. You know, it's been a crazy ride for me. You know what I'm saying? I done met a lot of beautiful people doing this. You will too. But I'm telling you, you got a conscience, and you wear your feelings on your sleeve. This ain't it. This ain't it for you. I'm telling you now. But if you can move like a machine, like my man Compton Rick Rock, man, salute to Compton Rick Rock. If you can run this and operate just like a machine, man, then the sky's the limits for you. I'm telling you, you take off. So if you serious inquiries only, if you want to get in this podcast space, I'm getting laptop, everything, and all of it. It's what it all going. Get at me on Instagram, or both my Instagram links will be in the description of my videos. Get at me. Let's talk about it. I would prefer somebody that's in locally so they can come see the stuff, play with it, check it out, see everything set up, table, chair, everything that you would need to hit the ground running day one. You will get everything. The only thing you would need to go buy is extra mics. The board that I have, you can use 6 mics and a phone. So you already got the phone. The only thing you need after that is 5 more mics. And you can have a full-fledged podcast, studio experience, whatever you want to call it. You just have to go get that. But everything else that you would need comes with this. You know what I mean? Just get at me, man. Hit me on Instagram. Let's talk. And then how you come out, if you locally, come check it out. If not, that's fine. I can send the shit to you too. But you know, I prefer people that's locally so they can come actually see it and use it and check it out and be comfortable with what they purchase before they leave. It's just good business. It's just good business practice. You know what I mean? But I'm not opposed to sending this shit to somebody either. I wouldn't scam anybody. I'm not a scammer. So people that know me know. Just tap in with your boy. Okay? But I'm already over the 5-minute mark, way over the 5-minute mark. Let's get to the content. Salute to Delray Richardson from Straight Game TV. This Stand on the Media, man. Let's go. Probably gonna get hit with an ad right off the bat.
Welcome back, guys. Welcome back. It's your boy Delray Richardson, platinum artist, platinum songwriter, Straight Game TV. Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate your time. Do me a favor, hit the thumbs up button Also subscribe to the channel. And like I always say, if you want to be one of the first people notified when I drop some of this straight game, please do me a favor and click on what appears to be that little bell notification right below this video. I'm going to get right into it. Ladies and gentlemen, I want you to hear this. This is, and because, like I said, once again, when you do your research, you come away with shocking new revelations and information, because a lot of the stuff was buried before a lot of people got up on it. So right here, I'm going to let you hear this. Gullible John from Bomb First 7 years ago, ladies and gentlemen. This sounds like when Gullible John and Reggie the Rat Wright Jr. kind of first started to do Bums First, right? Gullible John asked him, I want you to go ahead and listen to it. Listen to it for yourself. Listen.
When the shooting happened in Vegas, and this is just to clear up all the A&E stuff and the Fox stuff, when the shooting happened in Vegas, how soon after the actual event, the actual shooting, how soon did you know that who it was that shot, that it was Orlando Anderson and the Southside Crip guys? Did you know the second, or did you guys go back to Suge's house or the hospital, or where did you go to where you knew, like, oh, this is exactly who did it?
No, not for a day or two. You know, once everybody got together and was talking about it, did I learn that, you know, what had happened at the hotel. I didn't know about that probably until the day or the next day after the shoot.
Okay.
That what had happened. And, yeah, so about a day or two.
Okay.
I think the war in Compton didn't start until about 3 or 4 days after the shooting.
You hear that? You hear that? This is the earliest interview that I know of where Reggie the Rat Wright Jr. was asked that question, and he said a couple of days later. He heard people talk. He didn't say Suge Knight, right? Like he did on OG Patrice. But more importantly than that, I want you to understand and listen to Reggie the Rat Wright Jr. You heard Reggie the Rat Wright Jr. say it was a couple of days later, you know, I heard about it and so on and so forth. But I want you to listen. And this is the earliest interview with him saying that, right? So you got to go back, not to the stuff that's been recent. Listen to his father in this interview saying when Reggie the Rat Wright Jr. actually told him about it and who did it, just like John just asked him. Gullible John just asked him. Just 7 years ago. This was more recent. Listen to what Reggie the Rat Wright Jr. father says. Listen to this.
I had gotten all kind of intelligence from my informants an hour after the shooting went down. Because Reggie is calling me.
Everybody be asking me, man, does the Bluetooth actually work?
Bro, you get a month,
bruh.
Because Reggie is calling me. Now, Reggie called me as soon as he found out about it and told me that 2Pac.
Did you catch the cough? And then he looked at his father.
That's nasty work right there, boy. That is great pick up, Delray Richardson. Woo, my God. See, this is how you know, man, that Reggie was the orchestrator. He had his hands involved in this. This is a lot deeper than just a fight at the MGM Grand or a chain that was snatched, man. To those that still don't want to believe it, man, listen to what Delray Richardson is saying. Really? If you got to rewind and keep listening. Really catch what he's putting down. Really catch it. Because I caught this too a while back, but I didn't have a voice like that, man. So I couldn't really explain it, and I couldn't connect the dots. But he did eloquently in his video. Pay attention. Just pay attention.
You got to understand the story change. You see, the first video came before the Seaside police officer video. Notice the informants now calling and paging. But first, in the first video, it was just Reggie. Man, who do they think we are?
That 2Pac was shot, and he told me he was dead because he believed he was dead that night, and Sugar got shot. He called me and started telling me, hey, man, you know, there was Orlando and them behind this. They got in a fight because they saw saw Orlando and all that. He says, but it's them. So I started trying to work my people as to what happened. But what Reggie was finding out on that end, I was finding out from informants who was hitting my pager, telling me about what had just happened. So I knew basically who were the suspects. Because Reggie is calling me. He called me and started telling me, hey, man, you know, there was Orlando and them behind this. They got in a fight because they saw saw Orlando and all that. He says, but it's them. Where they were heading. And it's 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm trying to call Las Vegas PD.
Boom. Ladies and gentlemen, Reggie the Rat Wright Jr. is not telling the truth. Gullible John over at Bums First knew and knows that Reggie the Rat these years. That was 7 years ago. Gullible John, I know he heard the OG Patrice video. I know he heard the video that I just played to you with Reggie the Rat Wright Jr.'s father telling him that Reggie called him the same night and told him who did it, right? And who was responsible. How in the hell, if he's saying to Gullible John on Bums First 7 years ago that he found out 2 or 3 days later, is his father gonna get on any channel at any time and say that he heard that his son Reggie the Rat Wright Jr. called him up and told him the night of? This is mind blowing, ladies and gentlemen. Like I said once again, so when Keefe D says that Reggie the Rat Wright Jr. orchestrated this situation or was somehow the mastermind, you understand why that's more believable now. This interview that Gullible John did was 7 years ago. The OG Patrice video, I think, was a year ago, right? His father, look at the date on this interview that his father did, saying that Reggie the Rat Wright Jr. told him the same night. Who did it? So who's lying, Reggie the Rat Wright Jr. or his father? His father really doesn't have no need to lie. But Reggie the Rat Wright Jr. always when you know, so because if he wasn't there, right? You would have to ask the question. You ask the question, you say, well, he wasn't there. But he told his father who was responsible for it that the same night. But when asked the question openly, you understand what I'm saying? Oh, I found out a couple of days later. But in private to his father, he told his father on the night of. You get it? Why would he do that? Why, when asked the question openly, it was a couple of days later? He told OG Patrice, well, it was when I went to the hospital and I went to Suge's emergency room and he told him. Ladies and gentlemen, something's wrong. Something's wrong, ladies and gentlemen. I did some digging in the archives and it's simply not adding up. It's simply not adding up. These are 3 different stories that we know of that Reggie the Rat Wright Jr. has told. Right? First it was Suge in the emergency room. Then it was 2 to 3 days later. Then his father basically saying that Reggie the Rat Wright told him in private over the phone the night of that it was Orlando Anderson and the Southside guys. And these are not red flags. These are not red flags. And so, like I said, once again, when I heard this, and the cold part about it is, this makes Gullible John complicit in the deliverance of these lies, because you heard him ask him 7 years ago. He knew. So when Gullible John hears these other interviews, he doesn't question Reggie. Yo, why you lying to me? Yo, why you lying? You making our videos look inconsistent. You making me look bad. I asked you this and you told me this. Then your dad comes out here and does an interview and he says that you told him, the night of. So what's the truth, Reggie? Gullible John never cared. Gullible John never met 2Pac Shakur. He didn't know 2Pac Shakur, right? The only thing that Gullible John was worried about and concerned about was making money off of the name of 2Pac Shakur and using Reggie the Rat Wright Jr. as the vehicle to be able to do that. But in the process, Gullible John has actually helped catch Reggie the Rat Wright Jr. in some lies.
You won't see this on TV, and that's exactly how the insurance companies like it. Case Connect's AI tool
actually helped catch Reggie the Rat Wright Jr. in some lies. Oh, absolutely. But the question is why didn't Gullible John check Reggie the Rat Wright Jr. in regards to these lies? Something's wrong. Like I told y'all before, you keep on thinking that when I do these videos that I'm reaching. Nah. This is the guy that Reggie the Rat Wright Jr. partnered with on Bums First. Asking him 7 years ago, before all of the hoopla with Keefe D, but before Keefe D's arrest, simply, when did you first hear about the shooting and what happened at the casino? When did you first hear about that? How long it took? Reggie said, I think it was a day or two. Yeah, a day or two or something like that. Right. But the cold part also is that Reggie's father told him, when Reggie told him, he wanted to tell him because he knew that the situation was going to come back to Compton. Right. But then he says, well, I think the war started in about, 3 or 4 days after that. Right. So it's a lie. Ladies and gentlemen, Reggie the Rat Wright Jr. has been lying all this time. I done caught him in about 10 lies. I'm serious. When I say 10, I'm talking about 10 pivotal key lies. I'm not talking about he just lied about that. Oh, he just told a little white lie here. He told, that was nothing to be concerned about. No, this is very serious, ladies and gentlemen. Very serious. And like I said, once again, I'm going to keep giving you this truth and fact based on the legacy of 2Pac Shakur to show you how Reggie the Rat Wright Jr. was complicit in his death. He was complicit in his death. Your boy Delray?
Man, I cut him right when he would say Straight Game TV, man. My bad, my man. I was trying to catch it. But salute to Delray Richardson for the content, man. He cooking on this video right here, man. He really on to something right here. Why would they lie about something like that? Well, how can your story be so inconsistent? You police officers. Y'all catch that call by Reggie? Y'all caught that? And then he looked at his father like, boy. See, Reggie Wright Sr. ain't going to jail. He love his son. They're gonna protect each other all day long. But when it's all said and done, Senior gonna throw Junior ass right up under that bus. Yeah, before it's all said and done, Reggie gonna be the fall guy. He already turning out to be the fall guy, and he should be the fall guy. Anybody that had their hands in it needs to go down for that, because that shit was disgusting. To take 2Pac and then what Biggie was collateral damage, and Diddy too. Diddy a disgusting human being, because it was either I'm assuming that Diddy got threatened. Man, it's either you or you got a Biggie. Either you or Biggie. Biggie wasn't even trying to go to Cali, is what allegedly. That's what the story is. He wasn't trying to go. Puff Daddy kept pushing it, kept pushing it, kept pushing it, kept pushing it. Listen, man, this game is filled with a lot of nasty people, a lot of demons. Yeah. And just because, you're a person that, who don't subscribe to that type of ideology or thinking doesn't mean that it doesn't exist and it's not there and it's not prevalent in the world or the society that we live in today, but it is. It's there. It's right in your face. It's glaring. You see it with CS2Pac every single day. We do content, and we do a lot of content, and it's a lot of it be about him. All that right there is the devil's workshop and the devil's playground. That's what this social media space is and can and will turn into if you let it. If you don't get a grip on it. That's why, man, I will detach from this shit quick, fast, in a hurry. I try to keep my personal life separate from social media, but I also try to be as transparent about my personal life as humanly possible whenever I'm doing this, engaging or interacting with people or doing this when I'm doing this content. Because I just want people to understand, yeah, we sit up here and we do this and we break down things and we do come out with a lot of good points or whatever, but we just human like everybody else. It's nothing special about us. We just sitting on a microphone doing this content. Ain't nothing special, man. Ain't nothing special. We just human beings doing content, and a lot of y'all who listen to us can also be sitting here doing your thing too. It's nothing special, but a lot of people put on. A lot of people put on, a lot of people fake ass personas, and it's easy to get caught up in that. It's easy to lose yourself in it if you're not careful. So up until this point, man, I've been extremely careful and conscious about what the hell I do when I'm on this microphone talking and doing what I'm doing. But it's stuff like this that makes me say, man, what you doing? You know what I mean? Not saying that I didn't bring any change to this content shit, because I believe I did a small percentage of it, but at what cost? Because you lose yourself a little bit every time you hear one of these stories or you do a video on content like this. You just lose a little bit of yourself, because I just replay in my head what life would be if that never happened to 2Pac or Big. Where would they be? Where would we be as a people? Two real strong brothers. One a revolutionary, the other one not so much, but they both understood the game. And they both understood where we were at the time. Two tremendous talents that just lost their lives because of what? For nothing? I'll tell you now, 2Pac and Biggie, they may lost their lives to some cowards, some bloodthirsty demons, but they did not lose their lives in vain. They have inspired millions of people. They have touched the lives of millions of people, including myself. Just a little bit of time that they did have on this earth was a lifetime of knowledge and joy and appreciation to what they do, to what they did. Their music changed the way we look at music today, the way we view it, the way we write it. It birthed thousands of artists from it. They didn't die in vain. I think their value went up from death. And it sucks to say that, because I would rather them to be here than not here. But it's just the truth. you know, today I want y'all to find your favorite 2Pac song. If you smoke, roll you up one. You drink, pour you up one. If you don't do neither, just vibe, man. To one song of each person, or as many as you want, but at least give me one. Close your eyes, especially if you're my age. Close your eyes and reminisce about how, where you were, what you were doing, what was life like for you when that song came out. Close your eyes and go back into time and remember that. Because that's why I say they didn't die ultimately in vain. Because I have those moments every time I listen to their music. It takes me back. It reminds me of a better time and a better place. If you're new to my channel, you made it this far, thank you. I appreciate you. Do me a favor, hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel, like this video. Leave a comment in this video. Please share this video. Hit that notification bell. You will be notified when we drop videos. Salute to my Stand on the Media family for always supporting me and rocking with the channel. I appreciate you. I can't say it enough. If you're new and I resonated with you, hit that subscribe button. You might not be here that much. I might not be here that much longer, but rock with your boy while I'm here. You know what I'm saying? Straight up. If you are interested in taking this content equipment off my hands, man, serious inquiries only. Hit me on Instagram. Both links will be in the description of my video. You don't have to follow me or subscribe or anything. Just hit me in the back chat, and we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out, man. Again, I love y'all for real. I love y'all. I'm out of here, man. Stand on the Media, man. Let's go.